Hello everyone, I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dark Souls Remastered. Last we left off, we did New Londo Ruins. Yep, all of it. I mean, not just the ghosts, but the Dark Wraiths, the Four Kings, and we met Dark Stalker Kath. Yep. We actually started up here. I think we started up here. Yeah, we started up here, made our way down into New Londo Ruins. We found what happened to Crestfallen. Yeah, he went down to try. I'm guessing to try and find Darkstalker Calf, but ended up hollowing to the ghosts because he couldn't get past them. So yeah, he became hollowed outside of the New Londo Ruins. So we had to put him down. So that's what becomes of him. Ring both bells. We talked to him afterwards. He said he'll go down, do something about Framped, and he goes hollow. He doesn't drop any items. He just gives you 1,000 souls. So yeah. And then after that, we made our way into New Londo Ruins proper. Yeah. Used Transient Curse. Try to have Transient Curse up at all times. Yeah, 'cause there's a ton of ghosts in two particular buildings, but yeah. Luckily our Silver Knight Straight Sword was strong enough to one-shot the ghost, so that made it a bit easier. But yeah, just kind of went through the rooms, to take care of the ghosts, collected the items, picked up like a parry dagger, some more transient curses, soul items, humanities. Trying to think what stood out. Yeah, the parry dagger, which I already mentioned, one of my favorite, parry tools in the game. Very stylish looking, but green Tynite Shard. There's the Curse Bite ring we found in the ghost house. And all the one house where Ingrid's sitting on. There's a bunch of ghosts. Like the moment you come near it, there's like a ghost will swarm you. There's one big room in the middle with a female ghost. If you get in there, there's another big swarm of them that comes at you. Yeah. Curse Bite ring. Yeah, just parry dagger, Curse Bite ring are the two biggies that I could think of. Just other than that, more transient curses, soul items, humanities here and there. Green Tynite Shard for some reason. So we followed through the ghosts, and then we climbed up the ladder to meet the sealer Ingrid, the last remaining sealer of New Londo. Yeah, you can actually meet him before getting the Lord Vessel, but he doesn't really do anything. He just offers his services, and that's about it. So you can get the key to the seal from him before you get the Lord Vessel, though you have to kill him for that. So. But we had the Lord Vessel, so he knew what our purpose was. He knew we were after the Four Kings, and so he gave us the key to the seal. We bought Resist Curse from him, which I think undoes Curse. I think it consumes one of her humanities, and it'll undo a curse, a little spell. And I think the only other thing he offers is, I think, Transient Curses and Purging Stones. I think he'll sell those two as well. Moved back down the ladder, made our way towards the seal, detoured to little rampart where we found the composite bow. And then we went and undid the seal, opened the flood doors, which then unleashed the Dark Wraiths in the lower New Londo area. So, yeah, took the elevator down, and then we encountered the Dark Wraiths. Just kind of went through the lower section, taking care of the Dark Wraiths as they come, taking care of the giant, undead masses. I don't quite remember what they're called, but there's two of them, and they don't respawn, so they're not hard. We dealt with them. Did make our way towards the very large ember. Yep, very large ember is in New Londo, but you have to drain the water first to get to it. So we did get that. Definitely the biggie if you're going to get there. Let's see. Some more soul items. I think it was like humanity again. An illusory wall. That leads to a chest containing a titanite chunk for some reason. I think it was like another chest down there with a titanite chunk just before the Four Kings. I think there was cracked red eye orbs we've picked up. More humanity. the usual loot. So we just cleared out the Dark Wraiths and made our way to the Four Kings. We could have summoned the Witch Beatrice for the fight, but we ended up not to. I don't recommend it. Her damage output isn't quite as good relative to the amount of HP the Four Kings get. Yeah, you can't do the exploit with the Four Kings, the summon exploit, where you initiate the summon, walk through the boss fog, and just initiate the fight. It's too far between summoning Beatrice and getting to the Four Kings boss. There's too much time. There's too much distance for that to work. So, I mean, if there was a way for that to work, I would summon Beatrice, but otherwise, it's not worth it. I mean, you can if you want, but it just makes the fight much harder. I'll say that. So we opted not to summon her. Changed out our gear to utilize what I like to call the brute force method of dealing with the Four Kings. Just stacked on our heaviest armor with the most poise, most defense. I think it was the Hal's armor for us. Slapped on the crest shield, Chloranthy ring of Artorias, because you need that in order to survive in the abyss down there. So if you don't have the Artorias ring, you'll die immediately to the abyss. Then we had our Silver Knight straight sword. I think is what we used. So just kind of made sure we weren't fat rolling, or did make sure we weren't overloaded. And then we crossed the fog and made our way down. Yeah, you could just jump down, but yeah, I find it safer just to follow the stairs. So jumped down to the abyss and fought the Four Kings. So strategy was, again, heaviest armor, stamina regen stuff, your strongest weapon, just get in their face and start swinging. Because for whatever reason, their most damaging part of their attacks with their weapon is near the edge of the blade. So if you get close, that most damaging part kind of goes past you, but there is a small damage part with the handle in their hand, but it's not a lot. So just get in close, wail at them. The only two attacks you should really watch out for is their explosion, AoE, and a grab. I think we did get grabbed, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. So you just wail away at them. Just wail away. If you don't kill them fast enough, you will get overwhelmed. I think they spawn on a timer. I think it's about a minute per between each spawn. And if you take too long, a fifth one will spawn. Yes, I have seen it happen. And I'm pretty sure a sixth one will if you're unlucky enough. But we were lucky enough to get them in before the fifth one spawned, so we're good. So yep, we beat up the Four Kings, and that caused Darkstalker Kath to show up. And since we didn't place the Lord Vessel yet, he was willing to talk to us. And he took us down to the Firelink Chamber, or as like Kath calls it, Gwyn's prison. And then we used a Homeward Bone to get back to the Abyss, where we interacted with Kath, normally or properly. So, where he spewed about, how Gwyn is, blurred our past and, went against the course of nature and all that stuff. Yeah. Kind of painted a different picture to what Frampt has been spewing. So, who's lying, who's telling the truth? It's up to you. It's up to you to figure that out. So, Darkstalker Kath is the Covenant person for the Dark Wraith Covenant. So we did join his Covenant. So we're actually still Dark Wraiths. Yeah. And to upgrade the Covenant, we had to give him humanity. End up giving him 30 in total. 10 for the Red Eye Orb and 30 for, and then 20 more for the Dark set. Yeah, the Dark set and the Dark Sword. So we're good to go. In fact, I have the Dark Sword right here. Looks pretty cool. I do like it. And I think the last thing we did before we ended the last episode was turn in the very large ember to Andre, and then grabbed Beatrice's set and staff. Yeah, because once you beat the 4 kings, Beatrice's set will spawn in the Valley of the Drakes. So we went and grabbed it. We're wearing pieces of here, as well as her staff. So yeah, and that was it. Yeah, did a whole bunch of stuff, so that's good. Between episodes, I did do my item farming for Titanite chunks. Yeah, I got a whole bunch. So I have a bunch of weapons upgraded to at least 14. I was fortunate enough to get some slabs from the Dark Wraiths. I think I got 2. So it is possible to get it from them, but it took me several days to get them. So it's like, well, not really several days, several hours spanned over a few days. So yeah. So I have enough chunks to upgrade weapons and some shields. I didn't upgrade any armor yet. I just needed some more chunks at that point, but yep. And with some of the souls we got, well, also in the process of getting chunks, I also farmed I had to fight the drakes, get to the New Londra ruins. So I used the bonfire at the Darkroot Basin near the Black Knight with the halberd. Yeah, that little cave there with the bonfire. At the end of that cave is the elevator that goes down to the Valley of Drakes, and you can cross the bridge where the brigand set was, where the ladder to the Red Tearstone Wing was. That's the seal that opens, and it goes right into New Londra. So it's probably the quickest way into there. So in order to do that, I had to fight through the drakes as well. So I do have some more dragon scales. I think I have like 17, I think. Yeah, I got 17. So yeah. So between episodes, just fought drakes for dragon scales, dark wraiths for chunks. Used some of the levels to upgrade, to level up our endurance to 30, and I think a 1 point into intelligence. So yeah, I should probably get my faith up to 20. Yeah, maybe, we'll see. Haven't quite decided yet. So that's all I did between episodes, just farm for chunks, dragon scales, some levels here and there, upgrade some weapons. Yeah. And today, we're going to, well, for one, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place the Lord Vessel. Yeah, we're going to go to Frampt and place the Lord Vessel with him. Only because I want to keep feeding him items, sell items to him, basically. That's the only reason. So we're going to place the Lord Vessel with Frampt, and then we're going to go down to Blighttown, and then down into, we're going to pass through Blighttown to the Great Hollow. I am going to go down the Great Hollow into Ash Lake, because now that we have the Lord Vessel, we can warp. It's probably the best time to do it. Yeah, I mean, you can go down there before the Lord Vessel, but it's a pain in the butt to get back out. So now it's a good time to do it. So this might not be that long of an episode, because there isn't much to do. It's a lot of running, but there isn't much. There's one big enemy, but he shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, that's the plan. Place the Lord Vessel, Ash Lake. Alright. Equipment for today, at least to start off anyway. Dark Sword plus 14. We got this last episode. I do want to give it a try. The Blood Shield plus 14, mainly for our curse resist boosts, because it gives us a 50% increase to curse resists. Beatrice Catalyst, Witch's Hat, Witch's Cloak, Eastern Gauntlets, Black Iron Leggings. little witch set. I really do like this. The purple with the red. None of it's upgraded because they all need Twinkling Titanite, and I don't have a good source of it besides the giant blacksmith, but it's expensive. So I have the rusted iron ring and the poison bite just for crossing the swamp in Blighttown. We are going to be meeting some 2 people down there. Yep. Once, Ziegmeyer should be down there. Well, should end up down there anyway. And then we'll meet an old friend. So these are just for crossing the swamp in Blighttown. I will change these out once we get to the Great Hollow. So here are the stats. Spells, I have 2 copies of the Great Soul Arrow, Soul Mass, and Great Magic Weapon. Again, that's probably going to change out once we get to the Great Hollow, but for now, that's what I got. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I think I did enough rambling. Let's just get this over with. I know, I need to stop rambling, but anyway. Alright, Frampt. Let's place that Lord Vessel.
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Yes.
Very well.
Take me down.
Then stay still for a moment.
Alright. Now let's place the Lord Vessel. There we go. Golden seals have been opened. And we can now rest. This is now an actual bonfire now, so. Which is interesting. We placed the Lord Vessel. There was no bonfire here, but once we put the Lord Vessel down, it became like a bonfire of sorts. So. Huh. Interesting. Was it because of the vessel or because of this little wooden stump? Anyway. Alright, Frampt, I did what you wanted. Now tell us what to do.
Very well. As Kingseeker, I shall now instruct you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Gwyn. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's soul, and Lord Gwyn's former confidant, Seath, the Scaleless. All of their souls are required to satiate the Lord Vessel. Are you ready? Then we shall return. Stay still for a moment.
Framped. So you gave us our instructions now. Basically, go kill the other gods, I guess. Yep. The Witch of Islith, Grave Lord Nito, the Four Kings, which we already did, and Seath the Scaleless. Yep. Anything else?
I am pleased to see you well. Is it something urgent?
Alright.
The beings who possess these souls have outlived their usefulness, or have chosen the path of the wicked. As the primordial serpent, I implore you to defeat them and claim their souls. Let there be no guilt. Let there be no vacillation.
As the primordial serpent, well, there's actually two of you. Or is it just one being with multiple heads? Food for thought. Yep.
Farewell.
Yep. So now you gave us our next step in our mission. Claim great souls to feed Lord Vessel. We'll swing by the abyss, see what Kath has to say. Probably not gonna like it, but I wonder if it breaks the covenant.
Nonsense. Are you mad? This is deplorable. You would rather be a slave? Does the truth mean nothing to you? This is unacceptable. Impossible. Unthinkable. Oh, enough with you. Farewell, pitiful, unknowing fool. I shall return to the abyss and await the true Lord of Men.
Alright. Didn't even get a chance to talk. He was just like, nope. You're utter buffoon. How could you side with this person who shackles men? It goes against nature. Well. Yep. Alright, so now... yep. So now Kath is gone for the rest of the playthrough. No, he won't come back. Are we still part of the Covenant, by any chance? We are. It didn't break the Covenant, but we're no longer can no longer level it up or access it. So yeah. So we'll become wards of the sun once more. Yep. Can't even change back to it, yeah, because he's gone. So all right. Let us go. Quickest way down to Blighttown would be, to be honest, would be the Daughters of Chaos. Would be here, and then go back up through Quaelag's arena, then through the swamp. We could actually stop by Quilana as well. She might have something new to say, so we'll do that.
Hello, what is it that...
I can actually buy some stuff from you. I can actually buy both of them. Cool. Alright, so now we have no need for you at all.
Below us lies the ruins of the legendary city of Isolith.
There, the molten giant watches over the flame of chaos.
Our fair lady and Mistress Quaelag fled from the ruins.
I do not know the details, and I do not ask.
Alright. I don't remember that kind of line, but the molten giant watches over the flame of chaos. It's like ceases discharge, it's kind of keeping an eye on it, I guess.
Worse than undead, we are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quaelag's orders to the contrary.
Yeah, because the fair lady is just that awesome. Yep. Alright. So now we're just gonna run up to the swamp. It's gonna take a little bit, so either skip to it or fast forward. I don't know how long it's gonna take. So I'll be back. Ow. Alright. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna include, but I got the pickaxe finally. Ah, stupid mosquitoes are so. Nah, just run with it. Nah, just run. All right. So we did get the pickaxe from one of the giant guys, which is nice. We got a whole bunch of moss anyway, so go away. Thank you. Stop off. All right, Quilana.
Ah, it has been some time. Truth be told, I thought you had perished.
Us? Perish? Perish the thought. Anyway. Yeah. Still got a bunch of spells to pyromancies to get from her. Yeah, that's a whopping, what, 70,000 right there? So. Anyway. I think you have something new for us.
I have a favor to ask. My mother, the Witch of Izalith, was one of the primeval lords. Her power came from the soul that she found near the first flame. She focused this power to light a flame of her own. But she failed to control it. The flame of chaos engulfed Mother and my sisters and molded them into deformed creatures. Only I escaped. And now I am here. But my mother and sisters have been in anguish since. I beseech you, free Mother and my sisters from the flame of chaos. I cannot do it myself. I lack the strength and the bravery. But you, I realize what I am asking. But please, free their poor souls. Mother's ambitions were misguided, no doubt. But surely 1,000 years of atonement is enough.
1,000 years of atonement, huh? Is that how long since, Flame of Chaos came about, or is that how long it was for you? 'Cause remember, time is convoluted in Lordran nowadays. We don't know if she's in our present, in our past, in our future. Who knows? Well, not in our future. That's not possible, but anyway. Anything else?
I have a faith. My mother, her power, she focused this.
Right.
But I can't. But you, mother's.
All right. That's good.
No luck. Well, young pupil, you must have patience. But do not keep me waiting much longer.
Don't worry. Once I get 70,000 souls, I'll come back for you. Yep. All right. You can actually see our long-lost friend out in the distance. Yep. Right above our heads. That's Laurentius. And just like the Crestfallen, he too has succumbed. Yeah, he came down here to look for Quailana. He can actually be poisoned. Yeah, he's poisoned right now. We'll do you good. Laurentius. Thank you. Thank you for the pyromancy. You will live on in us, in our flames. Yep. And as I mentioned earlier, yep, Laurentius came down here looking for Quilana. Because we showed him one of the primordial pyromancies from her. So he came looking for her. But I guess he couldn't find her. I think his flame wasn't strong enough, or he couldn't make it, succumbing to the various beasts around here. So, yeah. But again, he will live on. As he said before, pyromancy flame is like a part of himself, and he gave it to us. So don't be too sad. There should be another NPC down here, I hope. Ah, there he is. Yep. Good old Siegmeyer. Just clear out these guys just so they don't disturb us. Alright. Alright, Siegmeyer. You okay? You fell asleep standing up. Really? Alright.
Mm-hmm. Oh ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. You see, I'm actually in a bit of a fix. I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss?
Well, yes, we can. I think he needs 5 moss clumps, I believe. But, yeah, so if you have 5, you can say yes. Otherwise, he'll be here until you get enough. So, yeah, we have moss. Here you go.
Fantastic. Thank you. A saint you are. This Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Please, take this, a symbol of my appreciation.
And the Pierce Shield.
Well, our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
Yep, the will of Lord Gwyn. So he must be, a believer in the way of white. He did give us, an outland miracle. So he does believe in the gods, that's for sure. Yeah. And he took three moss clumps, not 5. So you only need 3. So they shouldn't be too hard to get in the Darkroot Forest. So from the little Ent people. All right. Anything else, Siegmeyer?
A poison swamp, like quicksand in there.
Yes, indeed. Unless you got the rusted iron ring, can't give you that. I need that.
A poison swamp, like.
All right. So now he should be able to move on to his next location, which is a bit further down. All right. Across. I don't like 2 slimes. Not slimes, leeches. Yeah, they're leeches. Alright, so now we're here in the Great Hollow. Finally. Here I am thinking this episode it wasn't going to be very long, but we finally just get here. Alright, let's rest. So we are going to change out this one for Hush. Yeah, and this one for hidden body. Alright. The Great Hollow. There are 10 crystal lizards in here. And they also have a pretty good chance to drop Titanite slabs. I have gotten multiples from them. So this is probably your best place to cheese. Take advantage of cloud saves. Yeah, because I'm on the PS5, so I have my auto sync to cloud disabled for Dark Souls. So I'll like manually upload a save to the cloud. Go through here, you know, first crystal lizard. If he doesn't drop a slab, re-download the cloud save. Do it again until he drops a slab. Once he drops a slab, upload to the cloud. So if you do that for every single crystal lizard, you'll get all those slabs you need, but who has time for that? I mean, there's only a few weapons I do want to upgrade to the max, so we don't need that many slabs, but who knows if I'm going to do it. I might. But don't need those. No, I probably won't. So we're going to slap on a gold serpent ring just to maximize our chances. And slumbering? Ring of fog. I don't know. We need to sneak up on them because they will run away pretty quickly. Yeah, the first one's actually not that far from the bonfire, so. Alright. I will at least try to point out where they are. Will probably require a few quit and reloads just to, you know, get them to show up, but yeah, there are 10. Yeah, there are 10. And there's going to be items on branches. Those are chunks, various chunks. Regular chunk, red chunk, blue chunk, white chunk. Yeah, I mean, they're not. You don't have to get them. I mean, there are other ways to get them, but our goal is the lizards. So hopefully we can get them. Let us. Where are you, crystal lizards? I could have sworn there would have been one by now. There's an item there. Oh, here he is. He spotted us. Ah, chunk. Nope. Alright, so there's one right here. Oop. Yeah, I think there's like a few over there. Yeah, the Great Hollow does have basilisks, so if you're online, you'll probably see the crystal statues of other players. Ooh, one-shotting them, that's good. That's what we like to see. I have a feeling I missed some crystal lizards. This item right here. I mean, I'll go back and, you know, try to record where they're at, but I have a feeling I missed a few. Yeah. Oh. Yep, you can see the twinkling sun right there, right between the branches. There are a few spots where there's two of them at a time, like there's like a pair of them. It's another item. see the path down. Yep. Hold on, let me head back up a bit. I'm pretty sure we missed one. I have a feeling it'd be like 2. Oh yeah, this is this item right here. Don't be surprised if you slide off branches like that. There's another chunk. I think we're supposed to go that way. This place always turns me around. Yeah, you can see the ladder right there on the bottom right. That's like the intended way to go down, is that through the ladders. But there's another crystal lizard. It might be the same one we saw right there by the branches on the right. But Oop. Yeah, the geometry on some of these branches are kind of nerve-wracking, to say the least. Just line it up a little bit. It's hush, not fall control, but all right. Yeah, there's one right there. Spotted us. Oh, we're out of range. Damn it. Yeah, even with the Ring of Fog, they have a pretty good aggro range, so I'm almost certain some of them have already despawned just because we got too close without noticing. Alright. Yeah. I'm trying to remember where to get the drop down. It's right there, that branch right there. We can always use a homeward bone to get back up to the bonfire if we have to. There we go, just roll off. This should lead us down to this other item. I think it's on this branch. I think it's right here. Nope. Oh, here we are. Blue chunk, which means there should be a red and a white somewhere. There's a crystal lizard corpse. I think it's a corpse, yeah. It's the one we are. It's the only one we got. Trust me when I say there are 10 crystal lizards down here. Even with the Ring of Fog, they see us like immediately. All right. All right. Yeah. When it comes to the items, I don't really care to thoroughly get them because they're not really worth it. Not in my. In my opinion, they're not really worth it because there are other ways to get them. They're only really worth it if you actually absolutely need them. Yeah. Okay, just backs up that way. Yeah, we definitely missed some. All right. Like how we can see the course but not the item. Yeah, I missed it. Really? And when you get down here, just be careful of these little openings. Because you can fall down. There are more basilisks down below. So, just be careful. I'm pretty sure one of these has an item below them. Yeah, right here. I think it's this one right here. No, it's not. No, it's not. Alright. Oh, here it is. Okay. Just kind of line it up. Roll right in the spot. Blue chunk. Don't mind if I do. No, I don't want you. I want you. Thank you. Thank you. So this is the way forward again. Yeah. There it is. Let me think real quick, because we definitely missed out on all the crystal lizards. We're gonna go back up top. I'm sorry, I do want to get these crystal lizards. I just wanna, I wanna get them. So now we're gonna try our damnedest. Don't think there's any illusory walls down here. Alright. I just gotta remember where to go. There's here, right here. No, we already did that. That didn't take us anywhere. Did we do that? Yeah, I think we did. Maybe we didn't. Let's find out. I'm trying to remember where they are. I should have put up there. There's two right there. So now I just gotta remember how to get to them. Oh, there's another item right there. Yeah, in order to get everything in the Great Hollow, multiple trips are needed. There's a red chunk. White chunk. Don't care for that. Oh. Anyway, if that happens, a quick reload should get them to spawn again. Yeah. I wish I remember where they all are, but I apologize. Yep, there he goes. Got the blue chunk. All right. Cool. Oh yeah, the infamous little branch. Yeah, the collision on this branch is kind of wonky, so there's a good chance you're gonna die on this branch trying to get up here. As you saw with the crystal lizard, he kind of dipped a little bit into the branch, which kind of shows you that the little collision box is kind of low. Oh, there it goes. That was kind of spooky. We kind of walked across the ledge there. There's another item right there. that branch over there, so the best bet's that one. We have to drop down. I want to get over there. Okay. There's another item over there. Man, there's items everywhere. Oh, it's the same one. Never mind. This will probably hurt. We got lucky. Another white chunk. No, thank you. Well, we'll take them because we do need to upgrade a divine weapon eventually. All right. Alright, we're just gonna go to the bottom. I'm gonna do the crystal lizards on my own time. I'll record where they're at, but for right now, I'm just gonna get back to the bottom. At least try to get to the bottom anyway. That's a bad spot to be in. It's probably our death, but let's just... Maybe we make it across? Maybe? Otherwise, we're dead. So, here we go. Well, it wasn't death, but it did hurt a lot. Alright. Nah, we'll... Alright. Since I can't find the crystal lizards, let's just do something else. Alright, where's the ladder down? No, not the ladder, the I left the item just for this reason. Oh no, the item's in the lower section. There's a ladder that goes down. There it is. Yeah, it's taking too long. I need to get the... It's not taking too long, it's just want to get this, you know, finished reasonably, within a reason anyway. Alright. But again, I'll find the crystal lizards on my own, and we'll do that when we get to it. Just keep going down. I don't think there's any drop downs for items. It's not that I remember. There it is. Okay, there is a drop down. Never mind. Go right here. That's it. Jump across. There we go. Chunk? Sure, why not? Yep. These guys don't drop anything, unlike the ones in the forest. Oop. they are stupid tanky, so... I didn't bring any... Oh. Didn't dodge in time. As you can see, they hurt. They hurt a lot. No backstabs. Guys are really tanky, so this is taking a while. Thank you for holding still. Please allow me to wail on you. Yeah, again, they don't drop anything, so not worth it. I'm just fighting to clear him out, so... Follow up, follow up. There we go. Alright. Yep, now we have mushroom men. Yep. Traverse the light, traverse the fog. Into Ash Lake. Yep. Whole bunch of arteries piercing into the sky. Yep. Bonfire to our right. Awesome orchestral, choir little music. And to our left is a Hydra. Yep. The other Hydra in the game. So first things first, bonfire. Yeah, I thought this episode was going to be pretty quick, but... oops. Sorry about that. So let's soul spirit up. Might as well. Alright. Best bet is probably bow and arrow the Hydra down. I should get a good look at his backside. Oh! I thought there was a other side to that dune, but no. It's a bit further down. It was a bit further down. Alright. Yeah, as you can see, it's a vertical dune over here. Yeah, that was on me. That's on me. I have to go a bit further. Through the tree bark for the dragon scale. So now we're on the other side. See if we can get him to do it. Will you do it for us, Hydra? Or am I not far enough? I'm trying to get him to do it, but he won't do it. There he goes. Oh! Ow. Quick jabs. Out of my way, clams. Really? This weapon's not long enough. Thank you. Yeah, these clams can drop purging stones and twinkling titanite, so you're nice and close. Ooh, wow. I didn't realize you could be this close. Oh, thought I blocked in time. Oh, I can't quite hit you. All right, camera. Let's focus. Probably not the best weapon for this, but while you're doing that, let's do this. You should be close enough at this point so I can just spell you. Oh, come on. Really? I was out of range? Are you gonna be a pain in the butt, Hydra? I have no clue what's happening. Camera freaked out. Oh, come on. So his main body's out of too far. Come on, Dune, get out of the way. Yeah, the dark sword's not very long. Wish we could target their heads individually, but what you doing? There's another one. come on. What you doing? I hate how I can't hit that one head. There we go. Hydra down with the dragon, 2 dragon scales and 10,000 souls. Yeah, I apologize. That was a terrible, terrible Hydra fight. Yeah, it's probably easier to fight him on that side instead of, you know, getting him to come over here, but alright, let's go back to the bonfire. Let's reverse hollow, probably kindle it too while we're at it. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, there's an item over there as well. A lot of running in this section. It's a big open space, not a lot of enemies. Nah, we won't rest. We'll just keep going. Yeah, grab this item. Dragon scale. Don't mind if I do. Alright, now we book it. Well, I'll either fast forward or just cut this part out because it's going to take us a while to get to the other end. So I'll see you when something happens. And here's another item. Be a little careful. Another dragon scale. That's what, like 21 now? Alright. We want to be on this side. I think there's something in this little tree stump. I think it's this one. There's a way in. Basilisks. Ow. And giant mushrooms. Take care of the basilisks first. Follow up. There we go. Yes. Up this way. As you can see, there's an item over there, but we have to go this way first. Where is it? Really? Ah. Oh. Okay, so there's another way inside if you really want to. Yeah, again, geometry is wonky. Alright, but here it is. There's a drop down right here. Slowly inch your way off. in a little secretish tunnel. This should take us to the item we spotted. Yeah, there we go. Miracle Great Magic Barrier. Great Magic Barrier. Miracle of Bishop Havel the Rock. Havel the Rock was a bishop of probably the Way of White, would be my first guess. Cover body and powerful defense magic coating. Yeah, it boosts all of your elemental resistances. Not your physical, elemental. Magic, fire, lightning. So. Havel the Rock, an old battlefield compatriot of Lord Gwyn, was a sworn enemy of Seath the Scaleless. He despised magic, and made certain to devise means of counteraction. 24 faith to use. But it is very powerful, so do not underestimate it. I'll say that. It's also pretty good if you're going to use it against Seath, because it does, I don't want to say trivialize, but it makes a lot of his little magic attacks kind of, bearable. I'll say that. Well, not really bearable, but makes magic attacks less annoying. Sure, annoying. Alright, so let's continue on. Let's actually put our staff back on the left hand. I think that's a grab attack. We'll take the trade. Yeah, I think these are man-eating clams. And they do drop Twinkling Titanite. So these are your earliest farmable source of Twinkling Titanite. These 3 clams down here, but it's not worth it. They're too far apart. It's too far from the bonfire. It's not really worth it. There's a better spot later on, but so the clams drop Twinkling Titanite and Purging Stones. So they also drop them at a half decent rate too. If you had the Gold Serpent Ring and 10 Humanity, they can drop pretty well. But we're just gonna continue down this winding path to the end. You can kind of get a glimpse of them. Have an, what is it? Ancient Dragon. I would say a true Ancient Dragon at that. This one's immortal. You can't kill it. You could try, but its health will just instantly come back. So, no, not Ancient Dragon, Everlasting Dragon. That's what there are. Alright. Pray to the everlasting dragons. Enter Covenant. Dragon Headstone and the Dragon Eye. Yep, it's another PvP covenant. Yeah, you use the Dragon Eye to lay down a summon sign to be summoned to another player's world. You fight it out, and the winner gets a dragon scale. So We use dragon scales to upgrade the covenants. I don't quite remember how many we need to get the other one. There's another piece to the there's the head piece we got, and there's a torso piece. I think you just need 10. I think. Nope, we need 30. Okay. Yeah, we need some more dragon scales to get the torso. So, and again, I think it's 30. Swing back to the back, and look, he's got a nice looking tail. Chop his tail off. The dragon, great sword. No, he didn't even mind. No, he did not even mind. So let us check out these little things we got. Picked up. Where is it? Alright. The Dragon Eye. Invade world of possessor of dragon scale. Find a player who has acquired a dragon scale, invade that player's world to pillage it. Oh, okay, it's an invader item. An art of the transcendent apostles who pray to the ancient dragons. To be alive is to be vulnerable, and the fiery gods are no exception. The apostles seek another plane of existence, which transcends life. I.e., be the everlasting dragons. Cover yourself in the scales of immortality, basically. And the headstone. Stone imbued with the power of the dragons. Right of apostles of ancient dragons. Gain head of a dragon. Emit dragon breath. The dragon apostles seek transcendence of life itself, attainable by transformation into an ancient dragon. This right is only one step, but it cannot be reversed until death. Yeah, so you take your helmet off, you use the stone, and your head transforms into a dragon head. And it lasts that way until you die. So. But I'd rather have a helmet on. And I'd rather not use it until I have the torso stone as well, which you have to, again, I believe it's 30 dragon scales. I didn't have enough, so we'll come back for that. And we also got his tail cut. Dragon Greatsword. Very powerful weapon. Very powerful. 50 strength. But if you have the strength for it, you two-handed, you hit the strong attack, it does an overhead slam, and it launches a projectile like the Drake's sword. But it's much, much more powerful. So, this sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of the stone dragon of Ash Lake, descendant of the ancient dragons. Its great mystical power will be unleashed when wielded with two hands. So this is the stone dragon, and he's a descendant of the ancient dragons. Not an everlasting dragon himself, but as close as you can get. Alright. And that's actually, aside from the crystal lizards in the hollow, which I apologize, I forgot where they all are. I have to go find them again, but yeah, that's it. Actually, we're actually gonna warp back to this Firelink Shrine, because I'd rather not. As beautiful as the background music is, it can be a bit, irritating after a while. So we're just gonna come back to the shrine. I like this one. I like this background music better anyway. So, all right. And with that, I am going to call an episode. We placed the Lord Vessel. Yep. Went over to Frampt, had him take us to the Firelink altar, and then we placed the Lord Vessel. lifting the golden seals that were placed by Gwyn. Yeah. The first one we saw was at the Tomb of the Giants. That will lead us to Gravelord Nito. The second one was at the Duke's Archives, where we up at Anne Rolando. We did encounter it earlier, but now it's gone, so we can actually proceed past. And the last one was down in the Demon Ruins. Yep. We could actually go down there, but again, we can't go past the Golden Light. So now those 3 seals have been lifted, allowing us access to the areas beyond. Yep. Then we talked to Frampt again, who pointed us in our direction to our next, pointed us into our next step. Yep. He wants us to go claim powerful souls to satiate the Lord Vessel. Yep. First one's from Gravelord Nito, and then the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo who inherited shards of Gwyn's soul, which we already got, and the one from Seath the Scaleless. Yep. Collecting those will satiate the Lord Vessel, opening the path to the Firelink. I mean, not the Firelink, to the Kiln. Yep. So now we have an objective given to us by Frampt. And after that, we teleported to the Abyss, where Kath was, well, obviously furious with us for siding with the liar Frampt, in his case. So he was visibly upset, and then he went back to the Abyss to await the true Lord of Men. So he's gone from the game. He's gone from this playthrough. Even if we go to Oswald to partner, he won't come back. So, yep. And then after that, we went down to Blighttown, the swamp, where we talked with Quelana, who asked us to end the torments, suffering of her mother, the Witch of Izalith, who tried to create her flame of her own, but lost control of it and was consumed by it. So that kind of aligns with what Frampt wants us to do, so we'll do it for her. So, and then after that, we made our way to the Great Hollow. Along the way, we encountered Laurentius of the Great Swamp. Yeah. He went down there to find Quelana, but he failed. Yeah. Either he wasn't strong enough to see her, or he was consumed by the enemies that were down there, the various chaos monsters. So he ended up going hollow, and then we had to put him down. But he will continue to live on. He'll live on in our pyromancy flame that he gave to us. Which he said, the flame is like a part of himself that he gave to us. So there is that bright side. And then further down was Siegmeyer of Katarina. Yep. He seemed to have gotten stuck in the swamp with not enough antidote. So he asked us for some. We gave to him. And he gave us his shield, which I forgot to check out. The Pierced Shield. Yep. Shield of certain knights of Katarina, used in attacks with a large protrusion in center, can be used as a thrust weapon. It's actually not that bad. It's usable, but it could be better. So, yep. And so he gave us some purple moss clumps. He gave us a shield. Yep. So now he should be in his next location, I believe in the Demon Ruins, if I remember right. Or in the Lost Izalith, I mean. So we should see him down there. And then after that, we made our way into the Great Hollow itself, where I attempted to find the crystal lizards. I forgot where they are. I apologize for that. There are 10 of them down there. So there are 10. And they are the best source for Titanite slabs, but but again, we weren't lucky enough, so we only got some chunks out of them. So, oh well. Again, I could, quit out, download my cloud save, which was before we started this episode, go back to the Great Hollow, try my luck, but I don't know. I might do that. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Because I do want some more slabs, and the Dark Wraiths can drop them, but again, it's very rare. So, I don't know. I still haven't decided yet. But anyway. So, just kind of made our way down the Great Hollow, dropping down to the various items on the branches, which are all chunks of various sizes or various flavors. Standard chunks, blue chunks, red chunks, white chunks. I think there's one of each at least down there. I think there's one of each and maybe another regular chunk at the bottom. But yeah, so the items on the branches are just chunks. So we already got the Chloranthy ring earlier from the center, but yep. So we just kind of made our way down. Fought some basilisks in the Great Hollow. They weren't too bad. Once we got to the bottom of the Great Hollow, that's when the mushroom men showed up. Yeah, and those guys are very tanky. I think they got like 4,000 health, give or take. So it's a lot. And they can, probably one-shot us or almost one-shot us at this point, which is kind of crazy. But yeah. But we've made our way out down to the Ash Lake proper, where we spotted a Hydra to the left and a bonfire to the right, where we took the bonfire first. And then we took on the Hydra, or at least attempted to. Yeah, my first attempt, I kind of slipped off the dune without realizing. But yeah, so we came back, gathered our stuff. And then we got the Hydra do his little special aerial attack. Yep. He's the only one that does it, and he'll only do it he's the only one that does it. So if you get too far away to the other side of the Ash Lake beach thing, he will kind of like dive down and leap across, attacking along the way. So, and he'll do it both ways. He won't do it just the one way. He'll do it both ways. So. Having him jump from his original position to the other side is probably worse. You get really close to him, which causes the camera to kind of freak out, but I don't know. But yeah, so we did take him out, as well as some of the man-eating clams that kind of decided to show up. But yeah, so we did take him out. He doesn't respawn. He does give us dragon scales. We did find some more on the beach. Made a pit stop at one of the little hollowed out tree trunks. Some more basilisks, another mushroom man, where we found the great magic barrier, the miracle of Havel the Rock. Yeah, so I'm guessing he was a bishop of the Way White. Yep. Battlefield compatriot of Lord Gwyn, who was probably the one who sealed them away for his own good. So that's that item description, as well as that for the key, kind of points to Gwyn being the one to lock up Havel the Rock in the tower. So, and then after that, we continued down the beach. Another clam, who gave us a twinkling titanite. Thank you. Then we continued on the path till we found the stone dragon. Yep, descendant of the ancient dragons. Yep. Where we entered a covenant. Was it Path of the Dragon? Yep, Path of the Dragon. We didn't have enough scales to get to the next rank in order to get the torso stone, but we just need 10 more. So I'll probably gather those between episodes, but and then we went to his back, cut his tail off, grabbed the Dragon Greatsword. Very powerful two-handed ultra greatsword that the strong attack and two-handed is just nuts. It can like one-shot bosses if you do it right. Yeah, it's God. But it requires 50 strength, and we're not gonna have anywhere near enough to use it. So nope, not for us. And then that, and then after that, made our way here, and that was it. That was it. Progresses some NPCs, place the Lord Vessel, progress the NPCs, Great Hollow, Ash Lake, yep. And then next episode, I don't know. We'll probably go to, I'll probably do the Duke's Archives next. Yeah, we'll probably do the Duke's Archives, then the Tomb of the Giants. Well, let me think. I don't know. I want to do Tomb of the Giants first, just because we can get patches as a merchant at that point. Yeah. We'll probably do that then. We'll probably do Tomb of the Giants next, and then Duke's Archives, and then Lost Izalith. Yep. And then after all those, we'll hit up the DLC. Yeah, I'm liking that plan. So, next episode, we'll probably be down in the Tomb of the Giants. Yep. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully, we have enough intelligence and damage to one-shot some of those skeletons. But I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. But again, that is for another episode, and I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all. Come on. Not what I wanted. Can we try that again? Why are you doing that? Am I doing the wrong one? I think I'm doing the wrong one. Well, anyway, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.